I'm Meghna and I'm 11 years old. My title is How Sound Waves Impact the Biological, Cognitive and Social Behavior. My research question, which I've extracted from my title, is to what extent do the Solfeggio frequencies impact the bio, psycho, social behavior? Now, you must be wondering, out of so many interesting topics out there, why have I chosen this particular one? Let me tell you, in my daily chores, for every action I take up, I coordinate with my body, mind, and the environment around me. The concurrence of the body, mind, and the surroundings is what manifests to biopsychosocial behavior. Here, I have used a causation and correlation relationship between two factors. The cause is the sound waves and the effect is the biopsychosocial behavior. The reason for me to consider sound waves as the causal factor is very simple. Sound and light waves are the two most common waves we encounter. My morning physical exercise sessions involve sound waves in chanting the Omkar, Om, or doing pranayama, the most authentic Vedic exercises. I have realized that these natural shots of energy keep me on for the whole day with the same zest. This is where I found it meaningful to resonate the energy of my body and mind with the sound waves that I would hum through my chants. While taking a discourse through the research journey, I would be significantly following a sequence or a structured pattern to reach my conclusion. It starts with a broad title from which I've extracted the research question. After researching on the title, I've drawn my hypothesis based on my research question. Then I've conducted my experiment, analyzed my observations, and validated the hypothesis to reach a balanced conclusion. Now let's come to the research part. What are sound waves? Sound waves are vibrations that can be heard. They can travel through any form of matter. When they reach our ears, the waves make the fragile layer of skin of the eardrums shake. Now, we all heard of sound therapy. What are the benefits of it? It relieves us from stress and common ailments. Tension headaches occur less frequently. There's a significant boost in energy, confidence, and focus. There's improvement in social behavior, organization skills, and attention span. It enables us to think more clearly and logically. Now, I want you to imagine an environment without sounds. How would you feel? You'll have a fear of danger and you'll be extremely vigilant. You'll look around and you'll think, why isn't there any sound? Your body knows that when there is no sound in the environment, we are in danger. What if there's a presence of disturbing sounds? You'll be highly annoyed and you'll have a cranky, irritating behavior. Sound frequencies affect mood, health, healing, and hormones. When it affects the hormones, it triggers a release of the endorphin hormone, which is a feel-good chemical that is a stress reliever and strengthens the immune system. Higher frequencies boost our brain, which increases alertness, focus, and causes us to have a better memory. Sounds affect us physiologically. Since 70% of the body is made of water, which is a good conductor of sound, sound affects us. Unexplainable or sudden noises make us go into the fight or flight mode since the body takes them as threats. The sudden sounds make the body release cortisol, which is the stress hormone, and it increases the heart rate and changes the breathing pattern. Sounds also affect us psychologically. They change the mood and emotions, and all types of sounds induce emotions, not only music. For example, the song of a bird makes us feel relaxed and reassured because we know that the environment around us is safe when it is singing. The third way sound affects us is cognitively. Our work quality is better when we listen to music while working, but the amount of work done will be minimal. Productivity is dependent on surrounding sound. And the last way sound affects us is behaviorally. Our natural tendency is to move away from unpleasant sounds and to move towards the appealing ones. Now imagine you're in a noisy setting. How would you feel? You'll most probably feel pessimistic, you might behave negatively, you'll be less approachable, less helpful, and less amiable. Now, in the 11th century, which is way long ago, in Italy, a music theorist named Guido of Arezzo came up with ut, re, mi, fa, sol, la. These are the ancient solfeggio frequencies. Ut is 396 Hertz. Now, wait a moment here. What is Hertz? Hz is Hertz. It is the unit which we use to measure the number of sound cycles per minute. Re is 417 Hertz. Mi is 528 Hertz. Fa is 639 Hertz. Sol is 714 Hertz. La is 852 Hertz. Now these are the ancient solfeggio frequencies. What are solfeggio frequencies though? Solfeggio frequencies are 7 tones which are derived from numerology. These are believed to have positive vibes and are capable of creating positive shifts to those who are near them. The first frequency which we will be talking about is 396 Hertz solfeggio frequency. This balances the root chakra. It has the ability to turn grief into joy. It gives the power to achieve goals. It cleanses all guilt, even if it is in the subconscious mind. It liberates us from the negative and demotivating thoughts and beliefs. It aids to overcome fear, which is the main obstacle in realizing and accomplishing our dreams and goals. The second frequency is 417 Hertz solfeggio frequency. This balances the Sacral Chakra. It removes all dirt and negativity from our body, surroundings, and behavior patterns. It is able to undo and reverse the situations with obstructive outcomes. It induces a change in us and the people around us. This frequency gives us the strength to come out of trauma. The third one is the 528 Hertz solfeggio frequency. It balances and tunes the solar plexus chakra, which is very helpful in self-confidence and self-esteem. It decreases the secretion of the stress hormone cortisol in the body. It heals chakras, which is followed by an increase in energy levels. Yippee! It is also known as fluff frequency, miracle tone, and frequency of transformation, as it brings in miracles and transformation into life. The fourth one is the 639 Hertz solfeggio frequency. This balances the heart chakra. It helps us deal with relationship problems and is known for improving our communication, understanding, tolerance, and love. It stimulates cells to connect with the environment and Mother Nature. It empowers creation, connection, and balance of harmonious interpersonal relationships. The fifth solfeggio frequency is 741 Hertz solfeggio frequency. This balances the throat chakra. It helps us deal with relationship problems and is known for improving our communication. It balances the throat chakra. It promotes expressions and logical solutions. It enables disposal of toxins and dirt from vital organs and cells. It gives us the power to solve any type of problem and awakens intuition. It purifies the mind and body. The sixth solfeggio frequency is 852 Hertz solfeggio frequency. This balances the third eye chakra. It helps in returning spiritual order and peace. It awakens intuition and inner strength, and it raises cell energy. The last solfeggio frequency we will be talking about is 963 Hertz solfeggio frequency. Now this balances the crown chakra. It is known as the frequency of gods. It plays a key role in the activation of the pineal gland. Now let us take a moment. What is the pineal gland? The pineal gland secretes melatonin, which is the sleep hormone. It awakens systems to original faultless state. It transforms cells to a higher level, and this frequency makes us connect with the world on a personal and group level. image shows us the relation between the Solfeggio frequencies and the chakras. I am told that the different Solfeggio frequencies have an impact on chakras. But what are chakras? The word chakra is a Sanskrit word which means wheel. It refers to the energy points in our body, and they are thought to be energy-filled discs which spin. They correspond to groups of nerves, major organs, and areas of our energetic body. They affect physical and psychological health in various ways. There are 7 chakras in our body, and they are the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the brow chakra, and the crown chakra. Now for each of the chakras there are different oils. For the root chakra, there's the lang-lang essence in the oil. For the sacral chakra, you have orange oil. For the solar plexus, you have lemon. For the heart, you have eucalyptus oil. For the throat, you have blue cypress oil. For the brow, you have chamomile oil. And for the crown, you have lavender oil. Now, I want to talk about something which really interested me during my research, and they're called as binaural beats. Now, binaural beats are brainwave states, and I'll also be talking about the associated benefits of them. Before I start, I just want to note that binaural beats in the alpha frequencies, which is 8 to 13 Hertz, are to encourage relaxation, promote positivity, and decrease anxiety. The binaural beats in the lower beta frequencies, which is 14 to 30 Hertz, increase concentration and alertness, problem solving, and improve memory or information retention skills. The first binaural beat is delta, which is 0.5 to 4 Hertz. The benefits are deep sleep, pain relief, healing, access to the unconscious mind, and anti-aging. During this, the cortisol reduces and the DHEA increases. The next one is theta, which is 4 to 8 Hertz. The benefits of this are REM sleep, which is reduced eye movement sleep, pain relief, deep relaxation, inner peace, meditation, hypnopompic and hypnagogic states, and creativity. Next comes the alpha beat, which is 8 to 12 Hertz. The benefits of this are relaxed focus, positive thinking, accelerated learning, stress reduction, and flow state, which means effortlessly engaged in an activity or an environment. The next one is the beta beat, which is 12.5 to 30 Hertz. The benefits of this beat are focused attention, high-level cognition, analytical thinking, problem solving, and stimulation, and it stimulates action and energy. The last binaural beat is the gamma beat, which is 25 to 140 Hertz. The benefits of this are memory recall, peak awareness, cognitive enhancement, transcendental states, and high-level information processing. Now, all of these are measured using the test EEG, which is electroencephalogram. This is a test which distinguishes the electrical activity going on in our brain. It is conducted using tiny discs of metal attached to our scalp. EEG was created in 1924 by German psychiatrist Hans Benjamin. Now, this part of my research really enticed me. Do you know that there are 8 types of intelligence? A psychologist named Howard Gardner developed a theory which states that there are 8 types of intelligence. Each type pertains to a different skill. We use the musical intelligence to determine pitch, tone, and rhythm of sound. So when the sound waves enter our ears, we use the musical intelligence to determine the pitch, tone, and rhythm. Now, the first type of intelligence which I'll be talking about is the logical mathematical intelligence, which is used for quantifying things, making hypotheses, and proving them. The second one is interpersonal intelligence, which is used to sense people's feelings and motives. The third one is intrapersonal intelligence, which is used to understand yourself, what you feel, and what you want. The fourth one is linguistic intelligence, which is finding the right words to express what you mean. The fifth one is spatial intelligence, which is used to visualize the world in 3D. The sixth one is the naturalist intelligence, which is used to understand living things and reading nature. The seventh one is the musical intelligence, which is used to discern sounds, their pitch, tone, and timbre. The eighth one is the bodily kinesthetic intelligence, which is used to coordinate your mind and your body. Now I want to talk about an organization which is NLP, and now this is neuro-linguistic programming. It is a psychological approach that involves understanding the strategies and approaches used by people who have succeeded in life and implementing them to reach goals and climb the success ladder. It relates to behavioral patterns, language, and thoughts which are learned through applying skills in life experiences. This is an organization which often uses sound therapy as a technique. Now let's come to the hypothesis part. My hypothesis states that the sound waves which make us feel optimistic trigger a positive impact on our bio-psycho-social behavior. These waves are subjective to individuals. Now, my experiment. I have conducted my experiment in a closed environment where there is no interference of other parameters like weather, light, other music, nature, human interactions, and so on. Now, I mentioned the word parameter. What does it mean? A parameter is a variable whose values are not determined within the system, but from outside. I've conducted this test over a 30-day period on my healthy 19-year-old cousin. Now, I've used the Wilcoxon-signed rank sum test, which is used to compare data for a non-parametric test. I see the words mean and standard deviation here. Let's find out what they mean. Mean is the average of the observation pre- and post-exposure. Mean equals sum of the observations divided by the number of observations. Standard deviation is the root mean square of these deviations from the mean. Now, these are my measures, and I've used two types of music, 528 Hertz of music and 440 Hertz of music. Now, let's take an example. For example, fatigue inertia. The pre-exposure mean is 46.2. The standard deviation is 3.04 for 528 Hertz of music. The post-exposure is 44, and the standard deviation is 2.56. For 440 Hertz of music, the pre-exposure mean is 42.9, and the standard deviation is 2.42, and the post-exposure mean is 41. The standard deviation is 3.06. The same applies for all of them, except the values will be a bit different. Now let's come to the conclusion. I conclude, after evaluating the pros and cons, I get to understand that the fulcrum tilts towards the positive impacts on our biopsychosocial behavior. With a balanced conclusion, I assert, based on factual evidences, that my hypothesis is true and Solfeggio frequencies can really boost up our multiple intelligence.